What's up, everybody? Frank Welk here. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So, where are we at? As you can see, I am on the Virginia Fairfax Court website, where you can see actually all the pictures which they're available. Unfortunately, those pictures, they don't have the timestamp that I was looking for. But as you can see, this front-facing camera which make your face look like a little bit more fisheye effect, enlarged like a bradipo. What's the slow animal? I don't know in English. Bradipo, it's in Italian. The slow animal with the eyes very detached from its nose. Sloth. Yes, like a sloth. And also, not much going on here. I want to talk to you about why, or the moment, this woman actually lost, in my opinion, which it will be right there if I manage to open up again those pictures. Yes, right here. And I'll explain to you why I think this is the moment she lost, in my opinion. As you can see, this is another picture where what happened has happened, and this is another picture where what was supposed to happen did not happen. So, as you remember, those pictures were provided as evidence of being two different incidents, and in fact it turned out that it's exactly the same pictures, because if you overlap them, even every string of hair is in the same position. Not that we actually needed that, because it's obvious, and then you realize that probably this picture was fiddled with in terms of saturation and contrast to make cheekbone look a little bit redder. The funny thing is that even this cheekbone on the other side looks almost as red as this side. So not really much going on this face, and especially when you consider that the quality of the face is actually in pretty pristine condition in terms of swelling. There seems to be no swelling whatsoever, so that alone seems to be a good indication that this face hasn't been touched in that manner that she described. But anyway, apart from this huge blunder of providing the same picture and claiming on the road that actually was two different events, this is not the only picture to me where I think she lost the case. In my opinion, personal opinion, where she lost the case is right here in Australia. Those are pictures taken of the mirror of the bathroom in this house in Australia, where also the incident of a JD happened, where he lost part of his finger that it's wrapped in this green napkin right there. And I think why I believe that. So if you remember, this is a moment where something really nasty happened, according to AH. JD carrying out that nastiness towards her that comprised also of intrusion into private parts with a bottle of liquor, to the point where she was hurt, and perhaps she was bleeding, and there was a lot of pounding, there was a lot of kind of that nastiness going on, and so it's very traumatic. But where are we going with this? Apart from an entire audio that you can hear and also was recorded by her, which you can hear from the audio absolutely a different dynamic in this whole process, which is already enough evidence to disprove that actually something of that size, of that, that quality, whatever, went on. But in this picture, which were taken by her, you notice something which also the lawyer pointed out, and this is, I suppose, the day later or whatever, where she collected this evidence for the case, where now famously or infamously there is a message he wrote on the mirror, apparently, JD, and then there is an answer which she also denied she wrote. But we still have to believe also that JD wrote a message and then he replied to himself. Wow. But the thing that you notice here that it's missing, it's actually the most important thing, which is actually herself. AH. AH is not reflected in this mirror. And to me, that's the very moment she lost this case, because when something happens when something happens for real, in terms of, you know, something nasty, it will come out. There will be somebody, someone that will make a picture of it, like in this case. And this is actually just one of many of pictures of JD that shows that this person, look at this, there is, you know, the stain of the other napkin there that is losing blood. So when something happened, you will see some pictures. In this case, after an horrific moment between the two, which would have led to visible scratches or whatnot, both on the face, on the body, somewhere, which could have been recorded as a mind-blowing evidence, right? Matter of fact, are not there. They're not there. But instead of those very useful evidence, which would been very helpful to basically nail down JD to prove whatever they wanted to prove, right? With all the narrative and accusation or whatever, what better way than having actual pictures of post-traumatic event, instead of having actually three pictures of, or some pictures of a mirror with some writing on. So, to me, that's the very moment this was over, because it proves, in my opinion, that taking the message was more important than actually making a picture like this that she did in other circumstances. So my assumption, and it's an absolute speculation here, is that they sort of worked this as they went along, as also for themselves was shaping up in their mind, in their sick mind, in the way of trying to concoct this whole thriller and carrying it out, you know, with enough, so to speak, evidence which would have aided them to get away with it. So, but as for everything, when you know, putting together a bunch of BS, there's going to be always a lot of holes, and even the best script of Hollywood movies, most of the time they have big plot holes, and in my opinion, this here is one of the biggest plot holes of them all, where you might have had the potentiality of actually showing fresh, you know, nasty thing on your face or on your body, but you didn't. And my speculation on this, right, my assumption and speculation on this, it's very simple. It's not there because it didn't exist and never happened. So, guys, to me, that's the moment she lost, one of the moments she lost. I'm curious to know your thoughts on this. Again, if you want to see more pictures, they're available on the Fairfax County, Virginia, all the documents. And again, guys, please go subscribe if you're not subscribed yet to the channel. Leave a comment or a message. It's all very good for the algorithm. Also, we did a cover of Miss Hedy Lamarr, me and my friend Lime, like the other day. So if you want to listen to some music as a little tribute to Johnny Depp, go check that out. I'll talk to you later. Take care of yourself. Ciao.